G'day everyone, welcome back to another map video really. Yeah, it is Area 36, Stage 10 Veteran again, so once again having another crack at the final bosses. This time around I am going to be doing it as a challenge one, using only 4-star heroes. So in my previous video on this stage I did use, well, let's be honest, some fairly overpowered heroes, not exactly the most accessible ones either to the vast majority of players. They probably can't make that same combination, which is fair enough. I did make a note of that and commented on it a couple times in the video, but today we're going to do it a bit differently. So today I am using only 4-star heroes. They are all event heroes, and some of that is just due to my lack of vanilla options, but also because this is sort of who I think is going to be best suited for my tilt at a 4-star only. So you can see there the heroes in question are Groll, Ox, Wyatt, and a double sideburn setup. So notably missing is blunderbuss. I wanted to do this challenge without using blunderbuss. So obviously chucking her in there is just going to make things even more powerful and a bit easier because she does massively improve that damage output. So the rationale behind this particular combination of heroes, so we've got charge control in the form of Groll and Ox. Groll does a secondary benefit of also having taunt as part of his skill. So taunt is very effective because it is going to reduce the effectiveness of Bunraku, Dark Skull, and Mayor Vanaya's skills by stopping it from being an AoE 3 and dropping it down to a single target only effect. The double sideburn is there as overheal, so sideburn makes some really chunky minions. Next best behind Monkey Wrench of the 4-stars, and so I do have him in there for that purpose. The next hero in there is obviously Wyatt. Wyatt is a direct healer, so direct heal is very good because it sort of goes underneath the overheal that I get from Sideburn's minions. Sideburn also has the secondary benefit where he does a heal over time. So as I mentioned in my original video, this is kind of the equivalent to having just Venus on the team. So I get overheal from the minions, I get direct heal from Wyatt, and I get heal over time from the 2 Sideburns. So basically having to use 3 heroes to make up 1 Venus, but that is what it is. So you'll notice that my only damage dealer is actually Ox, who is a second charge control hero. All of the other heroes on this team are completely support in nature. So yeah, I'm not really relying on special skill damage, which is fine because these bosses have crazy high pools of health. So instead, I'm going the route of color stacking and then just trying to outlast the enemies. The final part of this team setup is obviously the weapons. I've gone for dodge weapons all round. This may not be fully accessible because again, 2 of them are vanillas, so I have used the Synthwave AUK, but there is the Bulldozer. On the green front, you can just use the 4-star green gun, and obviously the Chili Suit Chekhov is a vanilla 5-star weapon. So you can very much make a vanilla set of dodge guns for this particular team, but I've just gone with the 5-star options because that gives me just a tiny little bit more of a stat bonus. In terms of the items, it's much as it was in the 5-star video that I put up earlier. So we've still got Life Force accelerators to basically give me revives and to help me to survive deeper into the fight. Then we've got 2 sets of healing packs. So we've got the bigs and the smalls, and then finally shock grenades for some defense down. So that pretty much explains it. So let's rip into this actual attack. So straight off, this is a little bit weird. So in the last video I did, there was actually a Dark Skull on this wave. I don't know why there's no Dark Skull here. It should, I'm pretty sure it should be just Dark Skull in the middle and then 2 purples on either side, but not the case here. So anyway, I got a little bit sidetracked by that, so I wasn't paying much attention to the hacker tiles, and I got absolutely face stomped by a bunch of them. Fortunately, Wyatt and both of the sideburns are charged now, so I do get immediate heal as well as the overheal and the heal over time off. So that's what's going on there. Still basically working on the hacker tiles while also just trying to get my color tiles up. So that's sort of the rationale behind some of these moves that are being made. The other real benefit to Wyatt, which I didn't really touch on, is his skill gives additional charge for each time I take damage. And that's also something that Groll does every time I fire. No, sorry, not Groll. Different family bonus. So each time I get hit while under Wyatt's effect, I do gain a little bit of extra charge as well. So that's why you'll see the sideburns getting a little bit out of sync at times. It's because of that reason. So building up some overheal here. So we've got quite a fair bit of minion shielding going on with my various heroes. We do see Bunraku here, so at least we're going to get one of the boss waves, but we also see a version of Flak on the map. So Flak comes along as well as Whack and Sidestep. I think of the 3 heroes. They pop up every now and then on the veteran campaign, and they give you 3 Neon City coins. So I should come out of this, if I win it, with 3 Neon City coins. So still using my heroes for basically surviving. Groll to pull the taunt and decrease, as you'll see, the effect of, well, it'll be Bunraku when she eventually hot fires, but a nicely timed shot from Ox kept her at bay. So we do see here our first death of this fight. It was inevitable, it was going to happen at some point. I do also take a second death here as a result of Bunraku. So we use our hacker tile, and I'm sort of considering at this point whether I commit to a life force accelerator or if I try and hang it out a little bit longer. So I elect to hang it out a bit longer, but then just go for the heal with Wyatt and then see where that lands us afterwards. So a lot of green tiles, so we'll take them. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get out of range of Bunraku's damage, so we did lose the 2 heroes we just brought back. So we'll bring them back again and then pop off the 2 sideburns, get them going again, and then yeah, just carry on with some of these hacker tiles. Unfortunately, now lost Wyatt, so we're not looking too great at this point in time. We lost Sideburn and Groll once again, so yeah, bring them all back again. This time I'm actually going to put a little bit of healing on them, just to try to push them out of their ranges. So we did use some of our 500 heal pots, or our heal kits, I guess. And then again, trying to build up a bit more overheal now before moving into the boss wave, while also still not putting myself too at the mercy of the hacker tile. So you can see I've got a hacker sequence built up, which I'll just quickly use, and then we'll try and rebuild it before we go into the final wave. But that is a lot of hacker tiles. So we'll just get the blues. So we've got a sequence lined up, and then I'll just pop this one off, finish Flak, and move into the final wave. So hacking sequence straight up, use that as well as a shock grenade. I didn't really need to use the shock grenade, but it does give me some extra defense down on top of what the hacking sequence had. So you can see there's 2 defense down icons there, which is basically giving me even more tile damage, which is really important at this point in time because, yeah, Ox is not going to be able to solo kill 5 people. So use one of the mega heal kits on Wyatt. I do not want to keep losing heroes. It'll be very difficult if I run out of those life force accelerators, so we'll do what we can to make them survive. Do have taunt up and a clutch dodge there as well, so that's the other benefit to using Groll with the dodge weapon, is he can taunt the damage and then subsequently dodge the effect, which is very, very good. So heal up again just to try to decrease that, pop off a shock grenade for defense down, and really at this point I'm just trying to survive the hacker tiles, because I'm managing to stay relatively on point with the damage output. Hacking sequences are really, really, really good at this stage. You can see them doing 1,000 damage per hacking sequence, so a lot of how I've actually turned to approach this one is to keep my heroes alive, so just survive, and then get hacking sequences built up to really just pop off that damage output. So not in a great spot right now with Dark Skull about to fire. I don't have taunt active, and I don't really have any way of getting it active. So yeah, there's not much I can do about it. He fires, fortunately targets the far right side, so only one enemy hit because I got to dodge off on sideburn. So yeah, blue hacking tile, unfortunately lost white and a sideburn, so we'll bring him back real quick and I'll heal up white just so I've got the direct heal available. And then yeah, lost sideburn again, not hugely surprising to be honest. I didn't apply a heal to him, so yeah, we do have white charge though, and Groll and also Ox, so we'll pick off Miscelaneous. So now we are down to 1. So you can see there, the damage of Ox was only 350 versus the damage that I will get in a second from this hacking sequence was 1000. So yeah, the hacking tiles really was the key to doing this as a 4-star hero challenge. So we did get there, we used most of our heal pots, a couple of the shock grenades, but otherwise I'd say it was relatively okay. Definitely wasn't as difficult as I was expecting, but also not a cakewalk by any stretch either. So there we go, 4-star only, Area 36, Stage 10, defeated. So hopefully that's a little bit more useful and some heroes that are more accessible. But yeah, hope it helped. Otherwise, I guess I will catch you guys all in the next video. Until then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye.